Alrighty, guys, we are back with talking about the Urban X Awards and who we're voting for and why. So the next category we're talking about is Rising Star Female. So let me read y'all the names. There's Lorilla Skies, Kiki Clout, Avery Jane, Allie Addison, Willow Ryder, Olivia J, Minna Garcile, Carlisle. I can't tell if that's a C or a G. Minnie Stallion, Sophia Burns, and Samantha Lexi. So the only two names I know on here is Kiki Cloud and Avery Jane. But I will say, Kiki Cloud, I wouldn't call Kiki Cloud a rising female star. Just because I've been hearing her name for a while. Like, is she really rising? I think she's been around for a while. Yes, granted, I would say over the past year and a half, like it has quickly been rising, but again, she has been around, so hey. I personally would vote for Avery Jane just because she was on my podcast. Y'all know somebody was on my podcast, I'm voting for them. They was on my podcast. So they was on doing some dollars. They was doing some dollars, some love. So that's what I'm gonna be on. And then we'll combine another one with this because I don't really like 1 minute videos. So there's Urban X Stud. All right. So here it goes. There's Rome Major, there's Brickzilla, there's David Lee, there's Chris Blackwood, Alfonso Lays, Prince John. Oh, is that Prince John Claude? All right, anyways. James Angel, Maze the Goat, Jay Hefner, and Quentin James. All right, so of course I've heard of Rome Major. He been around. Um, yeah. I heard of Brickzilla. Okay. And I told y'all before I heard of Maze the Goat. And he's definitely pretty good. And then I've also Alfonso Lays has been on my podcast. He has. So, and then there's Prince John. So I will say this. If it is Prince John Claude, that's who I'm voting for because he like food as much as me. Like this man is really not even from the US and to get this award, that's to be nominated, that's fucking awesome for one. Secondly, he likes food. He will sit and message me about food and that's just fun. Like to talk about food. I love food. He loves food. It really makes us happy. And he be supporting my shit, be liking my shit, be commenting. So if it is Prince Jean Claude, then that's who I am gonna vote for. I think his name is like Eyes or something. If that is him, I'm definitely gonna go take a look at the picture. Actually, they tagged him, so let me see if it's him. Oh, it is his. Eyes 1898. Um, that's who I'm voting for. His name is Prince Jean Claude. But okay, Alfonso has been on my podcast, but I'm not gonna lie. When I was nominated for the XBiz Awards, it really pissed me off that let's go back. When it was AVNs back in January, him and Danica was both nominated. I was going hard for both of their motherfucking asses. I really was. I was going so hard for them. Voting. I was sharing them on both of my Instagrams at the time because I still have to. I was sharing them on both my Instagram. I was sharing them on Twitter. I was putting the link in there. I was telling people to go vote. I was making videos about it. Like I was super excited. But then we fast forward to a couple months later, and Miss Paisley is up for an XBiz award, which I didn't win. But I'm so glad that the girl, shit, I forgot her name. Anyways, I'm glad she won. I'm gonna interview her too. But I just be thinking like, damn, I didn't get no support, and I was going hard, like I really was, and Danica's reason not to vote for me. She said she wasn't voting for anybody because she didn't want to show favoritisms. But yeah, I kind of found that being fucked up because you know what? I sat there and I went so hard. Like, it be making me want to cry. Like, I went hard voting and sharing just to not get the same. And the same thing with Alfonso. I went hard for him just to not, like, you not share me. You can't vote for me. It's that hard, but y'all can sit and talk to me. It really hurt my feelings. So that's the reason why I'm not voting for him, even though he's been on my podcast. I'm voting for the Eyes Do because we talk about food. Now, I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent, but them motherfuckers hurt my feelings. They were my feelings when they didn't vote for me because it's like AVN time. I was going hard than a motherfucker and voting for their ass, and I just didn't get the same thing in return. But enough venting. Let's move on. All right.